meridianus, occidens del aquilo, plangent illos, qui fuerunt, illo casum mortui. Maledicta dies illa, nec in anni circulo, meretur, sed nadatur, ab omni memoria. Iubar solis iridescit, aurora crepusculo. Nox tue illa, nox amara, nox tue cura nihilo, in qua fortes ceciderunt, praelio doctissimi. Mater, mater, soror, frater, quos amici fleberunt. O luctum atque lamentum, ludati sunt mortum, illorum carnes, vultur, corpus, lupus, volat agrite, horrent, garent sepulturis, vanum iacet cadaver.
I don't know. I'm not supposed to be on here drinking and smoking, even
Music, as an art form, is essentially playful. We say you play the piano. You don't work the piano. Why? Music differs from, say, travel. When you travel, you are
I am just trying to begin to get over a lung infection, but right now it's moving to my throat because I'm smoking. These are the first cigarettes I've had in 4 fucking days.
And of course, because being a very compulsive and purposive culture, are busy getting everywhere faster and faster and faster till we eliminate the distance between places. I mean, with the modern jet travel, you can arrive almost instantaneously. What happens as a result of that is that the 2 ends of your journey become the same place. So you eliminate the distance and you eliminate the journey. Because the fun of the journey is to travel, not to obliterate travel. So then, in music, though, one doesn't make the end of a composition the point of the composition. If that were so, the best conductors would be those who played fastest. And there would be composers who wrote only finales. People go to a concert just to hear one crashing chord, because that's the end. Same way in dancing. You don't aim at a particular spot in the room. That's where you should arrive. The whole point of the dancing is the dance. refreshing. Look at the people who live to retire and put those savings away. And then when they're 65, they don't have any energy left, they're more or less impotent, and they go and rot in an old people's senior citizens community. Because we've simply cheated ourselves the whole way down the line. We thought of life by analogy with a journey, with a pilgrimage, which had a serious purpose at the end, and the thing was to get to that end, success or whatever it is, or maybe heaven after you're dead. But we missed the point the whole way along. It was a musical thing, and you were supposed to sing or to dance while the music was being played. But you had to do that thing. You didn't let it happen. And so, in this way, the human being sometimes becomes an organism for self-frustration. Let's take Korzybski called man a time binder. That means that he's the animal peculiarly aware of the time sequence. And as a result of this is able to do some very remarkable things. He can predict. He studies what's happened in the past, and he says the chances are so-and-so of that happening again. So he predicts. Well, this is very useful to be able to predict, because that has survival value. But at the same time, it creates anxiety. You pay for this increased survival ability involved in prediction by knowing that in the end you won't succeed. They're all going to fall apart by one way or another. It might happen tomorrow, it might happen 50 years from now. But it all comes apart in the end. And people get worried about that. They get anxious. So what they gained on the roundabout, they lost on the swings. So then, if you see, on the other hand, that existence, this is, as I've said, my basic metaphysical assumption, which I won't conceal from you, that existence is musical in nature. That is to say that it is not serious. It is a play of all kinds of patterns. We can look upon different creatures as we look at different games, as we look at chess, checkers, backgammon, tennis. There's the tree game, the beetle game, the grass game. Or you can look at them as you look at different styles of music, mazurkas, waltzes, sonata, etc., etc., all down the line. There are all these different things doing their stuff. And we're doing that. Now, existence, you see, is something that is spontaneous. The Chinese word for nature, zizhan, means that which happens of itself. Your hair grows by itself. Your heart beats by itself. You breathe pretty much by itself. Your glands secrete their essences by themselves. You don't have voluntary control over these things. So we say it happens spontaneously. So when you go to sleep and you try to go to sleep, you interfere with the spontaneous process of going to sleep. Try to breathe, real hard, and you find you get balled up in your breathing. So, if you're going to be human, you just have to trust yourself to have bowel movements and go to sleep and digest your food. Of course, if something goes seriously wrong and you need a surgeon, that's another matter. But by and large, the healthy human being doesn't, right from the start of life, need surgical interference. And he lets it happen by itself. So with the whole picture, that is fundamental to it. You've got to let go and let it happen. Because if you don't, you're going to be all clutched up. You're going to be constantly trying to do what can happen healthily only if you don't try. what has happened here is that by being aware of being aware, being able to represent what goes on fundamentally in terms of a system of symbols, such as words, such as numbers, you put, as it were, two lives together at once, one representing the other. The symbols representing the reality, the money representing the wealth. And if you don't realize that the symbol is really secondary, it doesn't have the same value. You know, people go to the supermarket and they get a whole cartload of goodies and they drive it through, and then the clerk fixes up the counter and this long tape comes out, and you say, $30 please, and everybody feels depressed because they give away $30 worth of paper, but they got a cartload of goodies. They don't think about that. They think they just lost $30. But you got the real wealth in the cart. All you parted with was the paper. Because the paper in our system becomes more valuable than the wealth. It represents power, potentiality. Whereas the wealth, you think, oh well, that's just necessary. You've got to eat. Well, I mean, that's to be really mixed up.
That's a myth, Jelly. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants to hear from your ass. can speak about Jelly. He's a liar and he's a thief. Not to be trusted. Right now, it's early in the morning. It's gonna get hot. It's gonna get real hot. Shit. Around 2 o'clock, it's gonna feel about 100 degrees out, even though it's less. Go outside, it's gonna feel like 100 degrees. I know, 'cause I went outside yesterday, and I was like, holy shit, it's fucking bright out here. It's just the beginning of the month. Well, we're halfway through the month. I'm not doing well. Today the 15th. Hopefully. Next month will be better. June, May, June. Hopefully, I don't know for a fact. So far, the air conditioning has been holding. If it doesn't hold, then I'll move my shit around and build a tent around it. Yeah, I really shouldn't be smoking. It's really fucking up my throat right now. Jelly Jungle is a liar and a thief. Do not trust that man. I trusted him and he fucking ripped me off. Thought it was cool, too. Cool to rip me off. I said it before and I say it again. I have very high integrity. You're gonna fuck me. Go ahead and fuck me. How far am I from your mother's house? Oh, about 10 blocks. Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels way better. Oh, I needed that. I should. Oh, God. Something's going on with my throat. I guess it has to do with smoking. It hurts to speak. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Jelly Jungle is a thief and a liar. What day is it? Friday? Saturday? Yeah, I just threw a piece of meat on my porch to let the sun thaw. I need some shit to go down my throat. It really hurts to talk. problem until I started drinking and smoking. My first time drinking, especially smoking. First time smoking in like 4 days. 4 or 5 days. And 4 or 5 days without no cigarettes. Gia hasn't come around a long time. And even if she did, I wouldn't let her in. Maybe. If she showed up with some whiskey or some shit right now, I wouldn't have much of a choice but to let her in. Whiskey sounds really good right now. I just put some steak outside my door. I'm afraid the flies are gonna get to it before I do, but even then, fuck it. I'll just fucking fry that shit up. Outside right now, it feels like 85, maybe 90 degrees. You use Celsius, or you use Fahrenheit. And I'm sick as a dog. I should not be drinking, I should not be smoking. But I got bored. I got really, really bored. I had to. Yeah. I do own the trailer, but the property that the trailer sits on is getting ridiculous. It's as much as a house payment, which is insane. Some dumb nigger fucked up when they let these people in charge. Chill out. Light Rise is gone. I done caught him. It's cool. We had to come back with a different name now. Yeah, I saw he retracted that shit, but it didn't stop me. It's like fishing for trolls. Sooner or later, you're gonna get them. Well, if you're gonna be a little bitch about it, I will take it one step farther. I don't know what the fuck that means, but yeah. Dude, when I get banned, I accept it. I don't come back. I just accept it. This guy can't accept it, like, oh, let me even try to troll you harder, because I'm a dumb nigger. He can try. Props to him for trying. Even though I have a lung infection and I'm sick as fuck, I should not be smoking. This is my the first time I've been smoking in like 4 fucking days. And it's fucked up my throat really badly. You don't know how good it feels to have a cigarette right now. it does burn a little bit. It does burn. Like I said, I haven't had a cigarette in a long fucking time. Alright, Mr. Wilson, Scottish cunt. Goodbye. I am gonna get some food ready as soon as it thaws. Or maybe I'll just do it right now. Steak burrito. Yummy. Steak burrito. Maybe some eggs. Sounds really good to me. Scrambled eggs with some steak, hot sauce. Sounds pretty good to me, man. take a long time to cook. Play some video games. Power I got left in this. Much. The other one to go. He's just jealous because I kicked so many black people's asses on Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto's full of dumb people. Don't know no better. Dumb niggers like himself. I can say that because, yeah.